Good morning, friends. Good evening. Depends, of course, where are you now. Um, this is Monday, and this is the first daily forecast for this new exciting week. We are now on 12th of August 2013. If you have had a chance to watch the weekly review, we've been talking about several opportunities that are forming there, and it's time to get ready and get prepared. So let's take a look on the things we talked about, what's happening, and of course let's start with the things we talked about on Friday. We were talking about the silver, if you remember, and that's the level I was watching to break, right around 2030. This resistance, as I told you last time it was here, it was fake. Twice it was there, never broke the last high and retraced inside. That's not good. And I told you we wanted to break once again and to close above, which it did right here. Retest it, hold above, of course, not close below, and then break to up above the last high, which happened right here. It started on Friday, it continued all the way at the beginning of this week, and here we go. We reached very, very, very important level, very stiff resistance. Now I would suggest we're very close to the 20 MA on the weekly chart, and we can see on the 4-hour chart there is some extreme right here, right now. What I would do right now, take 70-80% profit, put it on the pocket, protect your profits right now, and then let the other part run as long as we are holding here above this support. Now it used to be resistance, now it's support. I believe the silver is able to continue to move inside this channel. We have few spots, so now we might see some push to the downside and up again. Anyway, I do think we are going to reach the 20 MA on the weekly chart at least, maybe even start pushing it up again closer to the higher band of the Bollingers on the weekly chart. And that's why I think as long as the 2030 is holding now, we are on a bullish environment. We are in a bullish mode in the silver, and keep it up. And of course 2030 is the level to hold and to protect. That's the main point. We've been talking about other several opportunities like the New Zealandian dollar. If you remember, I told you we might get a double top right here, right? And believe it or not, during this morning there was a double top. We opened a very beautiful small gap up again, inverted hammer. What a great way to start with a double top, and it started the down move. 20 MA is here, and this support now has to be broken, of course, in order for the New Zealand dollar to continue lower to the lower band of the Bollingers or the next support levels. We keep bearish opinion, but, and here is a big but, pay close attention to this. Okay, if the pair is moving directly to the downside or up first of all, then down again, pay attention for a potential bullish hidden divergence that could form within several candles. If it happens, that will be a sign for us to go out and accept profits after this double top. Anyway, and it's very, very possible that we're going now to the 20 MA on the daily chart. Then we might continue higher again, and all that of course is relevant as long as the double top is holding. In case we break it up, then we will most likely continue higher to the next levels, 081 plus, 082 then. Anyway, I think every push to the upside will be just an opportunity to go and to make a sell. That's for the New Zealandian dollar. Indices, if you remember what was our target after the sell. I remind you, on the previous week we talked about this 1, 2, 3 break. It happened, then we are moving slowly, slower, and we said we should be aiming the 4-hour chart 200 moving average, right? On Friday I told you be careful if it creates a double bottom here. It tried to create a pattern on a higher level before a double bottom, before the support, before double bottom. Right after that, bam, crossed it through the last low, breaking out down, and the beginning of this week we see that our target we were looking for reached. Of course, I suggest take profits here. Keep small part running, like 10-20% free running from your trade, and let it go for long run. We might now see the beginning of a down move to the daily 200 moving average. I keep very bearish opinion on indices, and that's what I think we should go with. And of course, it's relevant for the S&P. Same story, right? 4-hour chart. We are aiming still the 200 moving average. On S&P it was not reached. On Dow it still was not reached. On all of them, but my preferred is the Dow Jones. Why? Because it's most volatile and the best opportunities are forming there. Another great thing forming now is, from my point of view, is corn with a small risk. Okay, right here, if we get a bullish candle pattern and complete some, you see here, false break, if it managed to close above this last low, and MACD ticking to the upside, it's not happening yet, it should happen, tick to the upside, with completing this false break, that could be a very good bullish call. Small protection below the last low, and first target right here on this line. You see that? That could be, if you close here, it could be 1 to 3, 1 to 4, even more risk reward. Then I think the final target, we should aim the upper band of the Bollingers. I keep very bullish opinion if this false break on the 4-hour chart, as I just showed you, will complete itself. Okay, so false break and a close above the last support, MACD to tick to the upside, small protection below the last low, that could be really great opportunity. That's about corn, and that's for the commodities traders of you. The next thing we have is the OZ Kiwi. I am still bullish in my view. This day opened with a Marubozu after Friday, ticking the 20 MA. I think we should buy every pullback. Watching on a 1-hour chart, we might see another push to the upside, then a down according to the divergence. Anyway, every drop down, that could be to 114, that could be to 113.50, that could be even a bit lower. Every drop down there, we should be looking on intraday opportunities for a buy and jump in, as we have more space to go to the upper band of the Bollingers on a daily chart. So, to make long story short, buy volleys. Okay, every volley we have, that's opportunity to jump in and to hold it. OZ Kiwi, remember this one, it's very, very good. I remind you, we have been in the Australian dollar since the previous week, right? And we said every drop down, as long as it holds above the 0.8920 level, bit higher, it's buy opportunity. And I told you, we're still aiming the weekly 20 MA. This is our final target, so keep holding your buys. But I would suggest right now to protect you your profits with this support. You see that? This is the support zone. I think it has to hold it here now, not the 0.892030. No, now it has to hold 0.9030, 0.9040. That's the maximum zone we could accept. And keep your buys, of course, until the weekly 20 MA. That's the final target we have. Has turned to be a very, very, very nice trade from the previous week. What about the euro pound? If you remember, I told you we should break the trend line, right? And if we manage to break the trend line, this will be a very, very good bearish call. You see how it's fighting there right now. No one can guarantee if it will break it. If it manages to break it, we will also have a bearish convergence on the daily chart. Then we will be looking for buy opportunities from this bottom all the way to retest the trend line. And right from here, after the retest, we will go lower to 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart combinations. We will be looking to sell the rallies according to the bearish convergences. We will be aiming the daily 200 moving average, which will be our first target, and then we might aim all the way to here. If you pay attention, right, this could be double top on a weekly chart. We might go all the way down to here, 0.84, and maybe even lower. I still think this pair is able to go to this zone in between 0.82 up to 0.83 approximately, somewhere. according to this something like that, according to this zone that was not retested. So let it cross, let it close. We will be looking then for buy opportunities somewhere here around until the retest of the trend line, and right from here we're looking to sell and to enjoy the bigger down move the pair should make. First thing to happen, this trend line, the daily trend line I just talked about, it has to break. Okay, it has to break. If it's not breaking down, all our scenarios, the bearish scenarios, are not relevant. Okay, so patience. Dollar Canadian, if you remember my weekly review, I told you we will be looking to sell the rallies. So every rally we have and a bearish divergence on the intraday, look for sell opportunities as long as 103.50, 60 will hold. Right now on the 1 hour chart there is a bearish, you see that? A bearish hidden divergence. So what we can do the 1 to 3 exactly as it was on the Dow. 1, 2, bam, break with the 3, we will go down. Remember, we will aim the 200 moving average on the daily chart and the next support, as I explained on the weekly review. Okay, another opportunity, if we don't have 1, 2, 3, then of course the break of this small trend line it is creating right now. Okay, but I still think it's able to create 1, 2, like 1 here, 2 here, 3 on the next high, or 3 below the previous high. Okay, and it's all acceptable. On the Dow it was the new high, if you remember, like 1, 2, could 1, 2, 3 could be higher, 3 could be lower, then a breakdown below the 2, and then we will be aiming for this down move with a protection above the last high. Of course, we have a beautiful bearish hidden divergence here forming. So euro, pound dollar, sorry, that we have Aussie, Kiwi, New Zealandian dollar, euro pound, that's very good. Silver, which we enjoy the profits we took. Indices, we enjoy the profits we took. Corn, this is a very interesting opportunity we have. And of course the other things I explained you on the weekly review. Okay, I just don't want to repeat them, like the euro Aussie and the pound Aussie. That's a very good opportunities. Euro dollar as well. All the things as explained on the weekly review. They're also relevant, of course, but for a longer run, not for the short run and the daily forecast. So that's what we have for the beginning of the week. Just make sure take some profits on the things we analyzed the previous week. Silver, indices, finally we got the profits and the moves there. And get prepared, friends, get prepared for this week. As you can see, there are several interesting things going on and we might enjoy from them. Thank you very much for watching this video. I wish you a wonderful week, a wonderful day, good trading, good opportunities, and enjoy your profits we managed to take finally from the previous week on silver, indices, and the other things. I'll see you tomorrow in the morning. And I wish you a great day. Thank you once again for your time watching this video. Yours, Vladimir Rybakov.